Okay, so I want to continue what I was talking about. My phone froze up and stopped. So where I left off at, the video is about rappers who glorify the hood lifestyle, and sometimes they're not from the hood, and how rappers need to, uh, uh, for the youth's sake, start talking about more positive things. And I left off talking about an incident that happened with me in the facility that I worked in. And when the video cut off, I was talking about how the backwards thinking of people, you know, uh, us melanated and sometimes the ivory color. And in the incident, there was a woman who she often engages in biracial uh, relationships. And we all know the truth that sometimes in the correctional environment, when you have a Caucasian woman that likes melanated guys, the unfortunate truth is that sometimes when guys don't pay no attention to them or don't like them, where they can reject them or they can do what they want to do with them, it often builds a resentment in some, petty conflict, so on and so forth. So in the incident, like if you go listen to it, I left off on the part where they put me in the classroom to separate the person that I was restraining. And to this day, I don't understand why they did that. They brought the guy in the classroom, towards the classroom. I heard commotion going on. And I came out to see, and they bringing him towards me. So he called me the B word, and he scrounged up all this phlegm and tried to spit on me, and I ducked down to the ground. It went over my head, and it was all these pictures on the wall. It was dripping down like these pictures. And so they had to call a supervisor, and they had to clean it up, get kids to clean it up. And they were acting like they was mad at me. But that was a life learning experience right there. What I learned at that point is that people, they want to make fun of you. They want to accept what they should reject what they should accept. And that's why a lot of times you see people, correctional jobs are good paying jobs. But the people who work there, if they never got anything good to say about what goes on, how you think other people gonna want to work there? They're not. And in a correctional environment, in my opinion, the proper approach is, like he said on it was a movie called Roadhouse. Be nice until it's time not to be nice. If you are trying to be nice to someone and they're posing a threat, then you got to go to other measures. But now, in a lot of facilities, they are creating confusion amongst the staff and what's the word for it? Like a lapse, if you will, like they don't know what to do. Because part of them want to keep getting the money. So they are getting humiliated by some of the inmates, subjects, if you will, in these facilities. Because everything is soft. Oh, let's sing Kumbaya. So the guy tried to spit on me. It's everywhere. And I'm looking at like their reactions to me, like they mad. Like they wanted him, almost like they wanted him to spit in my face. So they can all jump in the way and laugh about it later. People is backwards and they think. This is why songs about having a moist VJ are hits in today's culture. And the smart people that was born in the 70s and 80s, they look at a lot of stuff that's going on today like, Because even the cartoons full of sorcery. At the end of the cartoon, they often taught us behavior, morals. Where's that at? Where's that at? Now it's perfectly fine for a woman to have 100 sex partners, and you should still be glad you're with her, commit to only her, so on and so forth. This is the culture. And like the dude said in the video where he was talking about Migos and what's his name, YG, the rapper. Like he made some good points. He said that if you're going to talk about this as if this is who you are, then you should really be that way. Now, that ain't good either. But I get what he was saying. I get what he was saying because okay. Look at Master P, for instance. If you listen to Master P, you can't help but respect him. Because Master P, I don't know what he's rapping about now. He shouldn't, he's too smart to be glorifying that life now. But I used to have practically everything he made. And it's like, Master P will tell you himself that a lot of what he was doing, he had to do it. And he'll give you details. And I know because I heard a lot of his songs. But when Master P matured, what'd he do? Kids went to private school. What'd he do? He's inventing. He's an inventor. He got cereal, all type of stuff. You think Master P on the block? See, you're supposed to get something out of that. No matter what your conditions are, it should be something that you take and you use positively. I gained a lot of my business sense from back there in that lifestyle. But now I despise the life because it's wasting time, wasting kids, wasting life. They say, "Oh, you ain't from Hampton. You ain't really from Hampton." Oh, so because I'm from Hampton, I gotta think like a fool? Like one guy said, he tried to make a joke about me voting for Trump. And I'm gonna close soon. He tried to make a joke about me voting for Trump. Like, you must not really be from Hampton. All the kids laughing. Hey. To me, that wasn't funny. It was actually a dumb comment. But looking at this guy, he's smart and dumb at the same time. And I don't really like talking about him because I liked him it's just some of the things. You hear me talking about him a lot on my video. I don't mention his name. But some of the things, for him to say that, and for me to know about what he allows and puts up with in his life, he should be glad I didn't embarrass him. But I'm looking at him like, man, that was the dumbest thing ever. For him to say something like that. And then this same guy will put up with all kind of nonsense from his wife. But yet he's walking around talking about who's smart and who ain't. When he should have divorced her 10 years ago. But this is how people are. These women, and it's crazy because some of the women, they actually are not bad looking. They go on there talking about all this stuff. wrapping their legs around each other, doing all. Like he said, he's starting to think that some of these people are industry plants. I think most of them are, except for like the Master P's and like maybe some of them ain't. Master P fought for what he ended up where he ended up at. But like a lot of those guys, they are industry plants. And some of the songs like Migos, I can't lie, like I don't even really like a lot of today's music, but they had a couple of them, a couple banging beats and a couple little catchy, you know. But I get the point he was making, and it made me want to make my point. Let's glorify positivity. Wealth is positive. You're not going to get wealthy on the street. You're going to end up in prison. I saw a dude, I ain't going to say his name. He used to come through our neighborhood sometime. He knew, he knew us a little bit. He got up to like millions maybe. And as soon as he got up there, he went right down. And now he's in prison, waiting sentence. He's fighting it in court. He's in the county jail fighting this case in court. He used to ride through there on his motorcycles and stuff. Because what did the Bible tell us? Dishonest money dwindles away. What did the Bible tell us? What profited a man if he gains the whole world and loses his soul? Some of these people are losing their soul just to corrupt you and get a few dollars. Well, really, you can't. I did a video in my old channel. You can't lose your soul per se. But after the brainwashing is done, it makes it extremely hard for them to get away. And then they die, and now they lost. Not impossible, but they make it real hard. So you got to realize that this whole thing, this music that glorifies murder and robbing and all of this stuff, started as a family dispute in heaven. And now the other person is still to this day trying to get revenge on the created people. Because they know that this person has his standards that he's not going to go away from. And if they don't meet his standards in terms of humility, in terms of like getting mercy, so on and so forth, the other person knows that they will lose their soul. So they created, like they created a whole lifestyle to take people away from the Most High God. And some of the people that's behind it are not even fully humans. Now, I know these type of videos get censored, so you won't hear it. But it's only fair for you to let people hear it and make their own decision. So you gonna have guys that's from the suburbs that they teach them. It's preachers that they taught them how to preach. That they really agents. They taught them what to say, how to say it. And now they popular, getting millions of dollars and misleading people. Because any preacher that doesn't try to get you to repent of your evilness and your wickedness, you don't hear them talking about that or her, you already know that's a ministry plan. Anybody, I can go be a dishwasher, and if I'm smart enough with money, I'll have a little bit. So you don't need to do these things. But people be just like in the Garden of Eden. They be wanting a little attention. So Just where we hear these studio gangsters. And some of them is really gangsters, but now they getting paid to get you to live the lifestyle that they lived. It's a clown show. The clown show. And that's why all of y'all need to think for yourself. Positive, positive. If it ain't positive, reject it. If it's not me working, me creating something to get money, reject it. Don't steal, because all of that is going to come back to you in judgment. You call them angels. There are ministering spirits everywhere keeping track of what you do, because the Most High is too holy to look upon the wickedness of man. So he has his agents who come and they report to him what everybody is doing. So when you get judged, he gonna have everything. In his mind, he knows about it, but he's too righteous and too holy to look at it. So he'll turn away. And they'll report it to him. Heavenly Father, such and such is not going to school anymore. He saw somebody get canceled, and he wants people to fear him. So the Most High sends somebody with a Bible tract or something, trying to talk some sense into him. He don't listen to them. Now, 2 years later, he's selling illegal drugs now, Father. The Most High, give him 8 years to today. I'll send my messengers to him. I'll even talk to him myself. And if he doesn't change what he's doing in 8 years, I will allow Evil Spirit A to influence such and such, and you don't help him. Just let him expire. This is what goes on in heaven. The Most High gives people chances, but sometimes he just everybody don't get the same amount of chances for his own reasons. And with some people, he'd be like, get out of the way and let them get him. Happens, man. Now, as far as the kids, 3-year-olds, 5-year-old, here's what you need to understand in close. Coming from his prophet. A lot of the kids, okay, let's just say this. See, we've been taught in church, like some people say, that they put everybody on the scripture about Jezebel in Revelation. But there are many, 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 many kids. The Most High said, he looking at them, smiling. He know they completely innocent. They can't feed themselves, can't go get a job. All right. Let him expire. So the kid expires. They come get the kid, 2 years old, take the kid up to him, even though the mama sometimes a 3 or 4. It happens. It's not the kid's fault. Even though they were born in sin, didn't David tell you he was born in sin? The Most High, hey, little Johnny, pat him on the head. Kid's happier than ever. They give him a robe. Now he's resting with everybody else. It happens. God is perfectly just if he chooses not to, hey, or let's say you had a kid that was confined to a motor chair, never got a chance to do anything, doesn't understand anything, brain not functioning properly. The Most High is looking the whole time. Let this kid expire. Takes the kid. Soon as he, hey, little Craig, little Ron. Soon as he touched, kid has full function now. No diseases. Give him a robe. Tell him to rest for a while. See, how can a kid that was nonverbal, that brain isn't functioning properly, be able to choose or reject? He sees these kids, and trust me, a lot of those kids, they're gonna make it. I'm telling you. If not all. So, but these people who got Bibles, used to read Bibles, because they want people to think they tough and they hardcore, they go out here and not only do they fame and fortune. Remember, that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of God. So they rich. They can eat anything they want. They can drive anything they want. They live in palaces on earth. What do you think the Most High is doing? Especially if he know that you glorifying lifestyles that get people killed, lifestyles that are against what he put the man Adam in the garden to do. He looking at you like. But in his fairness, he looking at you like he just really want to strike you with lightning. But he looking at you like, we'll give him a chance. I'm going to send people to him. We're going to let this YouTube be created so they'll have information. Then YouTube reviewers, I don't like him. Push your video to the back. He looking at them like, because he made you get on YouTube to reach people, and these people are stopping you from reaching people just because that's not what they like. And that's the same thing as a drug dealer or a Jim Jones or something like that. When he's trying to get his message out and you stop him, he looking at you like. And if you go your whole life and you don't never connect, don't never repent, when you go to be judged, he gonna be like, on February 27th, my servant David, he called himself the Truth Man. His channel was No Matrix, No Sipping, All Subjects channel. And you were allowing women, you were recommending the videos of promiscuous women, but then you took my servant David's video and you made it where nobody knew about it. But thanks for watching. Again, I would say you rappers, man, learn how to be good examples for the youth. Projects, if you in that lifestyle, you're supposed to work to improve, to get money, to get accolades, not embrace it. Not try to, don't be like the pig in the mud. Don't be like the rat in the tunnel. You're supposed to rise above and then destroy that whole lifestyle. Like a lot of y'all letting people just come in y'all neighborhood that's not going to invest their money in your neighborhood, start businesses. Y'all letting people kill each other and do all this stuff in the neighborhood. And because you so funny acting and you so cowardly, you really, in these cities, what people should do is they should put their money together and build And the people who, well, I don't want to build. I don't want nothing to do with that. I just want to sell my drugs. It should be 15,000, 20,000 of y'all standing right there. Like, no, you gonna stop. You got to do something else, man. How you gonna shoot all 20,000 of y'all? Come on now. Come on now. But y'all so cowardly and funny acting. A lot of y'all won't even speak to your neighbors. You don't even talk to your neighbors. Never got into it with them. Nothing ever happened. That's just you. You're evil. Now I can see if you spoke to your neighbors and they didn't speak, you ain't gonna keep speaking to them. Why? But some of y'all had opportunities to break the ice with your neighbors and you don't because you're funny acting and you're evil. And I want you to know, when you the type of person that holds somebody's skin color against them, when you the type of person who is quick to do evil towards somebody, when you these type of people, when you judge everybody based on somebody else that had that skin color, instead of watching your back with everybody, you are being the representation that darkness loves. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, hit that subscribe, hit the like, share this. Some of y'all, if you scared of death, like I can see you got young kids, you want to raise your kid, that's different. But you still shouldn't be scared of death. If you scared of death, that's an example that you're not connected to God. You don't believe in God like that. Like, it's not something that we should fear. Life is grand. Life is good. Life is great. And we can make it even greater. But a lot of y'all, this stuff go on in your neighborhoods because you too funny acting. You too evil to unite with people and make things good, because you ain't good yourself. You ain't good yourself. So this is why we have to move out of these areas, because there's too many people that's gravitating to bad. Like the Matrix, that's why I call it No Matrix. Remember on the movie where he said people will fight for the Matrix to stay in the Matrix? That's the truth. That's why I say no Matrix, no simping. Like, this is who I am, basically. Now, if you want to watch my videos, hopefully this is who you will become. When women out of the Matrix, submit to men. Women out of the Matrix, they're not going to be 304s. Matrix is 304. You think that you can live any kind of way and then get the best guys, who's no Matrix guys. That's why guys is on here saying no hymen, no diamond. You can't get mad, because you could have kept your hymen in place. But you watching all these people, and back in the 90s, it was Dina Howard. He said, I want to be a freak until the day, till blah, blah, blah. And a lot of the girls, like during that time, like some girls was like they just was one woman guy, or one man guys, or how am I saying, one guy women. They only wanted one guy. Then she came out, and Cause I Creep, all these songs, all of this is programming, man. Because some of these people wasn't even like that. They were made like that to mess you up. It was all for revenge against the Most High and depopulation. But I talked at length. I had 2 parts to this. It's time for me to get to legal work, legal money. If you got more money than me from doing evil things, do you really have more money than me? No, you don't. By mathematics, you do, from an earthly standpoint, but by spiritual mathematics, you don't. Because you ain't getting rewarded. You're going to get punished for this stuff. Like I told y'all, watch my other video. There's people in hell right now that despise drug dealers in hell right now that wish they would have never even seen a drug, being tormented by the hierarchies of hell, trying to cuss them out, but it's too late. What profiteth a man if he gains his whole world and loses his soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Nothing should be the answer. Your soul is more valuable. Money comes and goes. Like, you want a little money, get you a job, start a business. But don't sell your soul. That's like me selling that building over there. That's not my building. But that's very disrespectful towards the Most High. He said all souls are his. But people try to sell them every day. Just so people will like them. Just so they'll get more sex. Just so they get better things in life. You want better things in life? Do what makes the money. Do your math. It's mathematics. Okay, if you want to be a millionaire, then that means that you have to get to the point where you make $2,700 per day. Or save $2,700 per day. That will make you a millionaire. Not a lot of money, huh? That's like having a fried chicken restaurant. You know how to make that chicken, you can get that $2,700. But people don't want to do it. I just thought I'd make this video. Now I got to get going, get some things started. But thanks for watching.